Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Game Connect, for the video. We're back next part of Let's Play the Outer Worlds playthrough here. Let's play playthrough. Yeah, my intros are getting crappy right now. Sorry about that. I do want to mention for this part 2 in the beginning here, as it's loading, I will be making a custom thumbnail for this Let's Play playthrough. So that's just an FYI. It's getting, no. There we go. Oh yeah, they're gonna.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it?
Maybe.
You sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. I'm afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Okay. I wish.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I'd report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
I just gotta wait for that one. That's amazing. East, so go east. Heading east. Nope. I always forget what. There's R. Hold R. Oh shit. Sorry about that lag there. Do 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 do. See a little bit.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head.
Captain the Unreliable.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want... Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. Yeah?
You employed? That sounds mean. Alright, I'm just gonna leave because most of that stuff is just I don't feel like talking. If you got, I mean, not many people watch my videos, so it's not like I'm gonna go through every conversation. And this game's kind of old; it's been a couple years old at least. So, yeah. If you watch my videos and you want me to go through all the conversation stuff, let me know, and I will. But I don't know. For me, it's just a waste of time. I mean, if this game just, sorry, if this game just came out, then yeah, I would. But. Also, if anyone watching this video, I'm going to be start tweeting out my videos on my Twitter account, so that way they can get more like notice and stuff like that. So, oh, yeah, it's tab. All right, different armor on and stuff. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I guess I should look the part. I mean, I'm gonna get new armor soon, anyways. Journal. Mod power. You learn that. Read and I'm help you with that. I'll get better. I'm gonna do the main quest first, and then all the side quests. So. Just want to save first, really quickly. So I get to save. But it's good to do an autosave every so often, because you never know.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up.
Yes,
I do
Dad.
apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator.
I should have said the
Let me
last
say,
one.
Wearing a marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Sorry.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
I never would have guessed.
The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Companions! Yes, she's your first companion. And again, companion. Compassion for others. Components for their skills enhanced. Your skills. Companion.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Okay. Wait, what did that say? Some people may require something.
We better clear
Ah.
out of Mr. Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
There we go.
Can we talk?
Never mind.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's
Most
just-
liars do.
He doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Let's go. So, check the turtle. Optional speak to Victor. You know. Guidance. There's a codex. You know, see who's who and stuff. And this is companion leader. This companion leader, you really need to know about your companions. But you can do this yourself, by the way, if you want to. That's the one thing I liked about this game is like this is what Skyrim needed. This is what Fallout needed. Where when you had companions, you could actually they have their own skill trees and stuff like that. So go here and go to the plus. They have their own armor and stuff, but they also have their own skill tree and stuff, and identity and such. Distance, you know. Like, maybe it's the skill tree that really, Skyrim needed, stuff like that, because that would have helped. Been a lot better. Let's put my old armor on. That was... And that's I'll talk to the person in a minute. Your Max. Okay, let's go. Oh. Talk to Victor Max.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
But the church should be.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away.
That's the only option you get.
I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Burn it once you get your hands
It's
on
a
it.
handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Okay.
Something you need?
Mm-hmm. I guess I'll ask this question now.
That's on account of how I never met her. It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicar says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicar sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
Alright, let's get to it. Which is to... I'm also going to mention that I'm not doing all the side quests now because, again, it's already been 20 minutes of a video and I want to get the main quest done first. So that's the plan, is to do the main quest and then come back and do the side quest in the next video. So, just as an FYI. Oh god. Well, I can't fast travel that with Edgewater. And my mission's over there. God dang it. Alright, I guess it's your... Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna pause the video here. I'm going to get to the other side of the town here, and I'll be right back in a second. Alright guys, I'm back. And again, I don't know what to show and not to show. So for now, I'm just kind of his first couple videos. I'm not going to show me walking to places and stuff like that. Probably most of my videos in this Let's Playthrough, I'm going to show me walking to different places. For now. You good? I think she healed on her own, so. They had a gun. I think she heals on her own. I hope she does. They had a gun on them, but yet I didn't pick one up. It's so annoying. Now there was a quest I missed, which is the side I came up the other side of town. There's like that building there, bottom right of where I was looking, and you can
Okay, going quiet.
Nope. Got US off melee. Anyways, there's a quest you can do there, and I think the guy you get the quest from will give you a gun. That's just an FYI item repair. Yes, I know. What does she have? She has a pistol and then a hammer. Oh, that's... Yeah, well, for now, same weapon, so. Because I don't know how to repair it, I'm just gonna replace it for now. Dead. No. Lucky enough they're essential, so they can't die. Pick it up. Okay, yeah, give him better armor. But I don't have any better armor to give you yet. Oh, here we go. guess you can sell stuff. Just save. At the moment, I keep. Oh. Finally, a new gun. Oh. Excuse me, teammate. Again, you can go in some of these buildings. One with the blue, I think. The one that's obvious they can go in them, but I'm not going to at the moment. Because again, I'm recording, so. Level up.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another. Got anything in you besides questions? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Could do without the gallows humor.
Sorry.
Over in the hothouse, tending crop.
Again, we're in town, so put my weapon away just because it's not nice. And I'm gonna do a save because
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery.
please don't tell me I already messed this
Seems
dialogue
the
in.
sort of thing a hero would do. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them. It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery. So, what do you say? Divert power over to us.
I'm not doing
Shut
that.
down that abominable cannery for good.
Hopefully I didn't miss the dialogue here. There's a way.
Anything? I am getting old, you know. These two lamps of mine are not as bright as they once were. Remains to be seen. Might be the... People around here lack the strength to affect change.
I remember how to.
They have the strength, but not the will. More of the colony felt the way you did. I can't stop you from conducting your business down at the plant. I just want you to know that if you take our power... Not under Reed's watch. He
There
and
we
I
go.
would come to blows within a day, and he would never tolerate my tending to a garden. This is my home. That's because Reed was my boss. I was the cannery's one and only flavor specialist, you see. Remember that limited run of white chocolate saltuna? That was all me.
Chocolate? Chocolate saltuna? As in fish? Chocolate fish?
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Hmm.
A fish rots from the head down. I do not blame the town. I blame the leader.
Oh, come on. Wait.
I'm listening.
Please tell me some more. Did I mess this up? There's dialogue you could say to her that makes it to where she can, hold on, let me see. Does it just say to go do the thingy? And you say...
Huh?
Okay. And it's just that? Okay. That's going to... Well, it's already been 35 minutes, so I think I'm just gonna end this part here. Again, I forgot if I think there's supposed to be more dialogue with her, but I think you have to do it after the power plant thing. Because there is a way to get her to go back to the town, but make her the head of the town, basically. Which I'll do in the next part because it's already been 35 minutes. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you did, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.